Top Billin.
All right, Top Billin, your boy Bobby Wagner is back to rule and conquer. You get a counter OT right here. Gonna get a pull from the guard. You get the tight end right here also, right, on the lead around here, getting the end man on the line of scrimmage. You get that counter action here by Jeff Wilson. You get the aiming point from Bobby Wagner here, right? He wants to press, make sure that A gap is covered, but then he's going to sift and stay parallel to the line of scrimmage. The guy is just a technician, man. Check it out right here. Look at the patience. Look at him shoot. Work off the traffic and sanitation worker, right? He's not bothered by the trash. Look at this. See the patience right there, reading that aiming point. Nobody's coming to there. Obviously, that man understands what's going on. His football intelligence is one thing. His ability to study the game is a whole different animal in itself. You can see him already. Inside shoulder force, right? You want that man to always have to cut it back against the grain. If he's running this way, you want to get him coming back to where there's going to be more bodies. San Francisco actually does a good job right here. You can see with the wash down of everyone on this side right here. Bobby Wagner keeping this arm free, wanting him to cut back against the grain. But no, he keeps going towards Bobby Wagner's free arm there, just like Bobby Wagner would want it. And look at that. Free arm gets him. Everybody else comes in, helps him clean up the sanitation, and fertilizes the sanitation right there. Bobby Wagner is that dude. You get a pitch out here to Deebo Samuel. You're going to get kinetic motion here. It's going to change the strength of the formation. You get this crackback block right here on Wagner, who's going to obviously be approaching this direction here. But watch the mental pressure that he puts on ball carriers just by being patient. Check it out right here. Gets past the block of Juwan Jennings right there. And look, Deebo Samuels is pretty much goes into his arms, right? He flows into his arms like a wife to their husband. Look at this. Pitch out right here. Bobby Wagner, you can see, take that glance, right? A lot of these cats out here, listen, this is a position that I play. That's why I get so excited when I do work on linebacker, safety play, and things of the sort, running back play, positions that I play right here. I understand this right here. And you better be peeking, right? We've all been ear-holed before in these situations right here, not peeking and looking to the spot right there, right? So he's able to circumvent Juwan Jennings on that block right there, slap him on the back, burp the baby right there, and then show presence. Look at him, show presence right here, get big out in space. Deebo Samuel has nowhere to go first and foremost because you get some of his teammates on the help right here, and then Bobby Wagner showing that presence, just like, hey, listen, like that Whitney Houston song, and I will always love you, right? Going right into his arms because he had nowhere to go. Bobby Wagner showing presence. What I always tell you guys about playing in an odd front scheme, you're dealing with uncovered guards, right? You have to be able to play in sanitation to be able to be a Bobby Wagner type, right? Playing in an odd front scheme. Although we know him mostly from playing in an even front scheme, as you can tell here, in an odd front scheme, he was dope as well too because he can take on blocks, and look at that, he can skirt around them and not bring himself out of the play. That was hard. Check this out right here. A lot of people, like if you seen when I was doing the studies on Jordan Brooks and guys like that, right? Some of these guys get hung up on the block like an old head, right? Don't want to get off the block. But he's able to circumvent a block, right? You can see this right here, a lateral sidestep, right? Olayed him, right? Arm over Olay, just like he's rushing the passer almost, right? And look at this, right? This big man ain't never been in the air like that before, right? You that big, you ain't supposed to be in the air like that, right? So his life was coming to an end right there. And then you can see Bobby Wagner on the close-in right there. Not taking himself out of the play. A lot of people right here, they panic in this position and just pretty much give up on the play and just let themselves get blocked. But not him. You can see right there, he has a plan, almost like a rush plan, but just to get to the running back. So much so that, hey, listen, so nice he had to do it twice. This time you get on this particular play right here. Let me see what we got here. So pretty much an ISO, and look at him with the fullback. Nowhere to go. Isolation block going on by the fullback. Looks like the ghost of Marcel Reese here, right? The ghost of Marcel Reese trying to isolate Bobby Wagner here. And he does one and again, the Olay arm overdrawn, and then he's getting to the ball carrier again. That's some good shit. Look at that same exact John. Look at this, just a lateral step. Not necessarily running yourself out of your gap. He still shows presence in his gap. But look at that. Allows my man to use his own momentum against him right there. Nausea kicking in, that vertigo and all that shit like that. And then you can see right here, everybody holding up at the point of attack. You get choke slams and neck grabs right here by everybody, forcing him back inside to Bobby Wagner. And Bobby Wagner always going to be great on the cleanup. Lead toss here, right? So get Jacobs and these guys on a lead toss. I want you to look how Bobby Wagner casually glances over at the aiming point. Like he knew this play was going to the closed side of the formation with the tight end right here. He'll glance at the wide receiver right here, who obviously has a reduced split right here. So you're working with Hollins with that reduced split. He glances at him like real quick. You saw that? And then look at him. Inside shoulder force, right? It looked like it was going to be a throwback. And look at that. Nasty. Real quick, subtle glance right here. Let me see if I can find it. Right here. Look at the aiming point right here. He knows how far he can go right there. You get Floyd as the force player, right? He's going to force everything back inside. Wagner has to do a good job of playing off of that. You can see the short, choppy steps here just to keep himself in line with forcing Jacobs to go back. That's help defense, right? And then when he sees Jacobs has nowhere to go, then he sticks his foot on the gas here, runs him down laterally. What a player, man. How great that he is at his position. He's still, in my opinion, a top 5 linebacker in the league, top 5 to 7 cat in the league for sure. Obviously, this is not the same as chasing Lamar Jackson off his spot here. But you can see him floating his zone, then gear it up. Look at this. Oh, look at that. Taxidermy Derek Carr all the way to the New Orleans Saints. Knocked him into the future, into the New Orleans Saints here. But you can see the patience there. Obviously, he doesn't have an assignment. The running back is being guarded by another linebacker here. He's floating shallow zone, trying to take away that crosser there. And then once Derek Carr has an exit plan, he's going to make sure he leads with exit wounds. Oh! Launched him 50 feet all into the stands, all into the corridor. Derek Carr, he was done. Sleep. You're going to have a halfback delay right here. Now watch him, right? You got this modified pressure package here, but there's no pressure involved. You'll see him work off the shade here, right? He'd be working off of him just to get himself in position. Then he goes and attacks. Pure FBI. Look at this. Working off that. Oh, Josh Jacobs had nowhere to go. Look at that. He abandoned the gap that he was in, right? You got both second level players mugged up in the A and B gaps here. Instead of attacking that gap, right? Obviously, a delay is made to look like it was a pass. He floats like it's going to be a pass here. Shields his own self off right there. The guard not going to be able to get to him. And look at him attack right there. Josh Jacobs like, shit. Not him again. Right? Bobby Wagner everywhere. It's like 12 Bobby Wagners on the field when it's just him. That's hard. Come on, man. That's what having that innate ability to get you, right? That's what separates. Not everybody's a Bobby Wagner. We had to stop fooling ourselves there, right? DeMario Davis's, Shaquille Leonard, whatever his name is right now. All these great linebackers, man, not everybody can be these guys. These guys are combining physical with the football intelligence, right? And then the game prep is as well, right? The film prep. It's very rare you get guys like this. All right, last drawing right here. You get a trap play. You'll get the guard climbing out the Bobby Wagner here. He's going to do his 1-2 thing, skirt around that. You'll get trap block right here on the shade. But watch Bobby navigate this with his eyes, right? Man's like Medusa. He's going to turn you to stone. Check this out right there. Skirt around that and then work back out. Oh, then power drives Zamir White. Man, look at this. A lot of shit going on right here. He approaches. Once again, giving him half a man, making him split the difference right there. Look at him side skirt that. I'm out the way right there. Makes big man fertilize himself a little bit. Look at him. Knees scraping the ground, skidding the ground right there, right? You're getting rug burns on the carpet. and then he peeks inside, works back outside. Zamir White trying to bounce it. Not going to happen. He gets in on the fun. Bobby Wagner, your boy back to rule and conquer. Definitely it's a huge pickup by Seattle. I'm not necessarily sure it's flying under the radar, but it's definitely something, right? Somebody coming back home to roost, right? Back to their home there. Should definitely be in a very pivotal year to where Seattle could definitely advance in the playoffs. Have the ability to do that. They have to put it all together. But if you want somebody to help out, be stopping the run, work that shallow zone, even a little bit of man coverage, Bobby Wagner is definitely your guy there. So we shall see. But it's always fun watching Bobby Wagner work on film there. It's something that I would suggest anybody do because he is that damn good, especially for you guys who are a fan of second level play. Definitely one of the best doing it. All right, but it's your boy Jersey Murph. As always, make sure you hit that thanks button because you know your boy be serving that hibachi. So make sure you tip your waiter. And as always, much love out there to everybody. Salute. Strike the band.
What more can I say?
Top Billin.